So this is the EZVIZ C3N, a wired Wi-Fi camera. And overall, it is a pretty decent camera. But there is one basic feature that it is missing. So let's find out. Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to check and test out the EZVIZ C3N, a wired outdoor smart Wi-Fi camera. If you've seen my previous video about a comparison between the battery and wired Wi-Fi cameras, the wired version examples came from this camera. I will link that video in the description down below if you haven't seen it yet. So we will do the unboxing, set it up, check out its features, and do some testing, and see if this camera is a good option for your home. Let's check out its features. So this is the C3N, an outdoor smart Wi-Fi camera. It has a 2 megapixel Full HD 1080p resolution. It has AI-powered human detection. Records in Full HD 1080p. It can connect to a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and has dual external antennas. It has a microSD card slot for local in-camera recording and is compatible up to 256GB card. It has color night vision. It uses H.265 compression. It is weatherproof with an IP67 rating and has an optional cloud recording. Let's check out more specs on EZVIZ's website. Vivid night imaging. So this camera has 2 spotlights for color recording at night and also has 2 infrared lights for black and white recording. It has 3 night vision modes. A color night vision mode where the camera will continuously turn on its 2 spotlights at night and the camera will be recording in full color. Black and white mode where the infrared LEDs are on and the spotlights are off and the camera records in traditional black and white. And smart night vision, which I think most of you will set this camera to. The camera will be on traditional black and white mode at night, and when the camera senses motion, it will turn on its spotlights and change to color recording. This camera has a 125-degree field of view and records at 30 frames per second, day or night. Time to open up the box. So we have some paperwork, we have a thank you card, and the quick start guide. We have a weatherproof Ethernet connector. And we have the camera itself, which is traditional bullet type design. We have the camera lens in the middle, and we have a pair of soft white spotlights and also a pair of infrared LEDs. We have 2 Wi-Fi antennas. Build quality is pretty good, mostly metal. At the bottom, we have the covered microSD card slot and a reset button. We will need a small Phillips driver to open it up, which I'll show later on. We have the 12-volt female plug connector for power supply and an optional Ethernet port if you want it directly connected to your router. Please note, this is not powered. EZVIZ also makes a PoE or Power over Ethernet version of this, which doesn't have the Wi-Fi antennas. We have the power adapter, which is not weatherproof and only 5 feet long. We have a drill template and mounting screws and plastic anchors. The EZVIZ C3N has multiple storage options. It can record to a microSD card, upload to the cloud with subscription, and or record to an EZVIZ NVR. I'll be using the microSD card option and it's compatible up to 256GB card. Just use the Phillips driver to open up the bottom cover, and just slide in your microSD card and screw back in the cover. Time to set this up. Download, sign up, and log into the EZVIZ app. Click the plus sign on the upper right corner. Scan the QR code which is on the side of the camera. But there is also another one in the quick start guide. Plug in the power supply and make sure the power is on and click next. Wait until the status light turns blue. Type in your Wi-Fi's password and click next. Then wait until the camera is configured and connected. And as you can see, if you had connected your EZVIZ account to Alexa, this camera will automatically be found. And the same as other EZVIZ cameras, this camera loads up pretty quick and there is barely no lag time or latency. Time to check the settings in the app. On the main app page, you will see the recent snapshot from the camera. On the bottom, there is a running man icon, which is a shortcut to your motion detection settings. Click on the snapshot and you will go to live view, which as you can see, it loads up pretty quick. You can pause the live view, turn on or off the speakers, and there is a grid icon if you have other EZVIZ cameras that you want to stream. Then video resolution of the live view. You can choose Ultra HD, which is Full HD, then there is High Def or Standard options. and the enlarge icon for full view. We have the alarm icon, which is not a sound alarm or siren. It will just flash the camera spotlights. Now this feature needs some tweaking, which I'll talk about later on. Then we have the camera icon to take a snapshot, which will be saved on your phone's album, and the same thing with the video icon to record the current live view footage. On the upper right corner, we have the gear icon to get to the camera settings. You can turn on or off the audio and the status light. And alarm notification, which is your motion detection. You can toggle it to on or off. And you can choose from human shape detection, which is the AI, or the basic image change detection. Then there is detection marking, which you will see a red rectangle mark on the moving object or person. You can also set notification scheduling if needed. We have motion detection area, where you can set the motion zones. You can tap or swipe on the areas you want to be monitored. Then we have motion detection sensitivity from 0 to 6. Then we have the night vision mode, where you have 3 options: the color night vision, the regular black and white night vision, and the smart night vision, which is where I'll set this camera to. On the bottom, you can adjust the brightness of the spotlights. We have options to change the time zone, date format, and Wi-Fi. Then we have the storage status, which will be your memory card if you installed one. And here you have an option for the camera to record 24/7. And it will just give you a warning though about the risk of the SD card being damaged by frequent recordings. Clicking the memory card will show you the available memory and format button if needed. Back to the main app page, on the bottom is the video history, where all the recordings on your micro SD card will show in a timeline, where you can scrub left or right to find the footage that you need. Time to do the installation, which is pretty easy. 3 screws and you can mount this camera either in a ceiling or a wall install. The one that needs some planning will be the power supply. This camera is not PoE compatible, but has an Ethernet port so that you can connect this directly to your router and not rely on your Wi-Fi for data connection. But it will still need to be powered up via 12 volts adapter, which is not weatherproof and only 5 feet long. So this camera is designed mostly for the power supply to go through inside a wall or in the ceiling. I wish EZVIZ made this camera also to be PoE, or power over Ethernet. Supposedly they have a PoE version of this, but I can't find it being sold anywhere. Time to do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of the EZVIZ C3N. And this is the video clarity test at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Running that test. So this is the video quality of the EZVIZ C3N at night, and this with the black and white mode, and this with the infrared, 2 infrared LEDs turned on. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. My solar light turned on. So this is the video quality of the EZVIZ C3N at night in color night vision mode, which basically the spotlights are turned on all night and only turns off in daytime. But this is me, so the camera is recording in full color. So this is me at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is the video quality of the EZVIZ C3N at night, and this is in smart vision mode, smart night vision mode, which turns on the two spotlights when it detects motion. And this is me at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now the camera is recording in full color. So we are going to test the motion alert notification speed of the EZVIZ C3N. And I'm on my LTE connection and the time is 5:37. So let's check it out. There you go. I got a notification, and when you click on the notification, you will get another notification that says human detected. And when you click on that, you will get a thumbnail. And there is a playback on the bottom, which it takes about 30 seconds to finish recording. But if you go back and just go to live view, the camera loads up pretty quick. After 30 seconds, you will see that the camera records even before I was in the camera's view. Now as to cool off on the notification, there is a 1-minute cool off. So you're gonna get notified every minute if the motion persists. But the recording of the camera will continue as long as the motion persists. So there's no cool off on the recording, but the notification, there is about 1-minute cool off. So about a minute, you will get notified again. So we are going to test the maximum detection distance of the EZVIZ C3N. And it uses pixel-based detection or camera-based detection. So as long as I'm on the camera's view, I should be detected. But I've set the motion detection area to all areas and the motion detection sensitivity to the highest. And I'm also turned on human shape detection. So let's check it out, and it should be able to detect me at 40 feet or probably even more. So let's see. So that's the maximum distance here in my backyard, which is 40 feet. So let's see if the camera will detect me, which seems like it doesn't. I've set the sensitivity to the highest. All right, so let's go to 35 feet. I know when I tested the more expensive version of this, the C3X, it detected me at 40 feet. It seems like this one, the C3N, doesn't. So that was 35 feet. Let's go 30. It should detect me at 30 feet. There's also a little bit delay on notification. So there you go. I got notified at 30 feet. So let's see what the thumbnail would look like. Yep, at 35 feet. Okay, overall the C3N works pretty good. It is the same as other EZVIZ cameras, which they're pretty responsive and opens up pretty quick in the app. Video and audio quality is pretty good for a 1080p camera. But there's one thing that EZVIZ didn't add on this camera, and that is a speaker. This camera doesn't have two-way talk. That is why there is also no siren. So this can be a deal breaker for some of you, but this missing feature also reflects on the price. This camera is only $50. Another thing I noticed is that the motion detection and notification is not reliable beyond 30 feet, which I thought because it uses pixel-based detection, it can detect more than that. But it doesn't. I know their C3X model, which I also reviewed before, detected me at 40 feet, so I'm not sure if they have the same AI algorithm. EZVIZ also advertised this camera that can flash its spotlights automatically when it detects human motion. But currently there is no option for that on the app. You can manually activate it during live view, but whenever the camera is set to color night vision and smart night vision modes, the spotlights will just turn on continuously and not flash. So the flashing feature is limited and will only work on traditional black and white night vision mode, and can only be activated manually. Most of these shortcomings can be fixed though via an update, except for the speakers. So if you need two-way audio, you might want to check out their C3X model, which is pretty good, and I will link my review video down below. But it is a pricier model though. So any questions? Comment down below. Thanks for watching and I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And click the bell notification so as to get notified when I upload product reviews like this video, product updates, comparison videos, and long-term reviews. Thank you.